views safety as an obstacle to progress. In the case of the Titanic, the ship's supposed invincibility bred complacency and disaster. And with the Titan submersible, Stockton Rush's rejection of safety testing and warnings from experts led to a catastrophic implosion. Arrogance can indeed be deadly. Hi, welcome back. It's been a while, sorry. I just finished school for the summer. Anyways, today we dive into the destructive power of arrogance and the tragic consequences it can bring. People are often drawn to arrogance due to its outward display of self-assuredness and assertiveness, which can sometimes be mistaken for confidence. However, this attraction to arrogance is sometimes short-lived, as it tends to be accompanied by a lack of genuine humility and empathy. On the other hand, true confidence stems from a secure sense of self-worth and belief in one's abilities, without the need to belittle or dominate others. Confidence exudes a positive energy and inspires trust, while arrogance can create a divisive atmosphere. Ultimately, once individuals recognize the stark contrast between arrogance and genuine confidence, they tend to gravitate towards the latter for its authenticity and positive impact on relationships and interactions. Arrogance, as opposed to confidence, can lead to disastrous outcomes. Renowned filmmaker James Cameron draws chilling similarities between the Titanic and the ill-fated Titan submersible. In an interview, he shared his thoughts on the recent tragedy involving the Titan submersible, which ended in a catastrophic implosion, resulting in the loss of 5 occupants, including the CEO of OceanGate, Stockton Rush. Cameron linked this tragedy to the arrogance and the hubris that plagued the Titanic's ill-fated voyage in 1912. The sinking of the Titanic shook the world, as it was believed to be unsinkable. The ship's vice president, Philip Franklin, infamously stated that there was no danger of the Titanic sinking shortly after it struck an iceberg.
It is unsinkable. God himself could not sink this ship.
The arrogance and disregard for the risk proved deadly. Fast forward to present day, we find similar claims being made about the Titan submersible. OceanGate's CEO, Stockton Rush, had boldly declared the submersible to be invulnerable, brushing aside concerns for safety.
You believe the Cyclops 2 is pretty much invulnerable.
By the time we're done testing it, I believe it's pretty much invulnerable.
And that's pretty much what they said about the Titanic.
That's right. And I will go on all the first dives, put my money where my mouth is.
Arrogance knows no boundaries, it seems. Stockton Rush's statement eerily echoed the past, reminding us of the Titanic's tragic fate. In an interview, Cameron emphasized that the lessons from the Titanic were overlooked as the rush to operate tours of the wreckage took precedence over safety.
And then we talked about the safety concerns, and I think he had so much passion for the project that he was blinded by it. He wasn't objective, and he didn't look at things that I saw and that others saw that were problematic because it just didn't fit his narrative.
Cameron, an experienced deep-sea diver himself, passionately expressed his sadness over the preventable loss of life. He compared the arrogance and hubris of OceanGate to the mistakes made by the Titanic's captain, who ignored warnings and led the ship into an ice field. It's heartbreaking to witness history repeating itself due to arrogance. Cameron, who has explored the Titanic wreckage multiple times, couldn't help but express his astonishment that a similar tragedy occurred at the very site of the original disaster.
The collective we didn't remember the lesson of Titanic. These guys at OceanGate didn't, because the arrogance and the hubris that sent that ship to its doom is exactly the same thing that sent those people in that sub to their fate. And I just think it's heartbreaking. I think it's heartbreaking that it was so preventable.
For a very similar tragedy, where warnings went unheeded to take place at the very exact site, it's really quite surreal. What can we learn from these unfortunate events? It's important to distinguish between confidence and arrogance. Confidence is rooted in knowledge, experience, and a respect for the risk involved. Arrogance, on the other hand, dismisses these factors and paves the way for disaster. Let's break it down. Confidence acknowledges the importance of safety measures, while arrogance seeks to break the rules without considering the consequences. Confidence values innovation within the boundaries of caution, whereas arrogance views safety as an obstacle to progress. In the case of the Titanic, the ship's supposed invincibility bred complacency and disaster. And with the Titan submersible, Stockton Rush's rejection of safety testing and warnings from experts led to a catastrophic implosion. Arrogance can indeed be deadly. Stockton Rush's disregard for the expertise of others and OceanGate's refusal to implement necessary safety measures ultimately cost lives. It's a stark reminder that humility, learning from history, and respecting the expertise of others are essential to prevent tragic outcomes. Thank you for joining us today as we explored the consequences of arrogance. Remember, confidence with humility is a virtue, while arrogance can lead to dire consequences. Stay cautious, stay humble, and let's learn from history. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content. Until next time, take care.
Because it just didn't fit his narrative.
By the time we're done testing it, I believe it's pretty much invulnerable.
Ironically, in your race to Titanic, you are mirroring that famous catch cry, "She is unsinkable."
We run the whole thing with this game controller.
It's kind of red flags from the start.
You know, I've broken some rules to make this.